Oh, it's Stephanie. Mm. What the hell is that picture of me? She must have put it up there. I didn't think she used this. Hi guys, sorry about that.
Hi.
I get caught up in my, where's your baby? Oh my God, what a sweetheart. What a sweetheart.
What kind of dog is he?
Huh?
What kind of dog is he?
Shih Tzu and poodle.
Oh my God, look at that little face.
Look at his
What
little
a-
white feet.
Oh,
Yo,
Say hi.
so beautiful.
Say hi, Jackson.
Oh my God, look at that face. I can't. He's so cute.
He cries when I leave the room if he can't see
Aw.
me.
You're his mommy now.
Yes.
He knows that.
Hi. We just got back from my nail appointment.
Oh, he comes everywhere with you?
Yes.
Oh,
Be with me at opportunity time.
what else is new in this office, right? We're clearly a dog office in this office, clearly. All right, well,
I'm
cutie.
gonna bring my dog in, Missy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm never bringing my dog in. I'll scar everybody for life.
I would love to see
My
Stephanie's
dog
dog in there.
arrived.
Stephanie has a big dog like me.
Yep. And I love Rottweilers.
Just crazy, crazy. Well,
Stop it.
sorry about that, guys. Sorry I was a little late, but here we are. And let's get started. And thank you for joining, because it's so important that we understand how to do a buyer's consultation. I mean, all I'm hearing lately is just, a lot of the agents are talking about, number one, other buyers agents offering a rebate to the buyer. Okay. First of all, the buyer doesn't even pay the commission. Why did you want to give your money back to the buyer? That's number one, right? And the implications that go with that, right? They have to pay taxes on it. There's only a certain amount you can go up to. There's a real estate commission has certain rules and regulations on what and how it has to be done to protect you, number one. So it's not that you can just throw money at somebody. And number two, why are we doing this to our industry again? So the more that we can, the more that we understand and the more we know about these things that are coming our way, the better prepared we are in doing a consultation ahead of time, so that they are understanding what the process is and what is, all the stuff that you do. It really makes a huge, huge difference, right? So we really have to get more well-versed in our buyer's consultation and make sure that we're taking control of our business and making sure we meet with everybody. And it's so easy these days. Now a lot of the agents who were not comfortable with Zoom had to get comfortable with Zoom, because that's how they're doing their not their circle of excellence, their CE credits. Right? So they had to get on. So I had to go on with them and practice and show them what to do and get their picture on. So everybody's able to do it now. Okay. It's just about taking the time and making sure that you control your business. So making it happen by working in a new direction, right? We all don't like change, but we all need to embrace change, especially in our business. So prepare for a buyer consultation action plan. Confirm which platforms the seller wants to connect with you on ahead of time, whether it's FaceTime on your phone, Skype, Zoom, right? A lot of these things we can do on our phone as well as on a computer. So if you don't have, or if your client does not have a computer with a video or a microphone, then that's something that you would want to do, right? You want to make sure that you can talk to them about doing it on their phone. Set the agenda for your first appointment before you meet, so they know what to expect during your virtual appointment. Prepare an email with all disclosures and relevant addendums through DocuSign or other e-signature software. So your CIS, your disclosed dual agency, your buyer's agency agreement, all those things you want to have handy, so that you can, it's part of the process of explaining how you're going to work with them and your commitment to them and why you're asking for a commitment back. Practice holding consultation with one of your peers. So always good to do, right? We talk about this, taking time weekly to go over dialogue with another agent. Setting up the video conference, sharing your screen, completing the signatures on disclosures. So here is your suggested dialogue for confirming the appointment. Hi, Susan. This is Missy from Wicked Realtors. How are you? I'm just calling to confirm our virtual appointment tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Which platform are you most comfortable using? That's great. I also use that platform. I will set up our meeting and email you the invitation with the link to join, okay? Excellent. I'm looking forward to speaking with you to understand more of what your needs and priorities are for your new home. I will also explain how I can help you through the entire process and arrange some virtual showings for you from the comfort of your home. Does that cover everything you need, or is there something else you want me to include? Awesome. Then I will meet with you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So this is your email or your call ahead of time to set up the expectations of what you're going to go over with your clients for the buyer's consultation. So your material should be customized virtual buyer consultation, buyer needs assessment, MLS save search of available listings, your branded website. You want to show them that, right? You want them to go through your website so you know exactly what they're looking at and what they're looking for. And all disclosures and relevant addendums saved to your desktop to review when you get to the I can represent you in more than one way page, okay? So where do you find all these resources that I'm talking about? In your My Wiker platform, you go into your Wiker tools on the sidebar, and then you find the tile that says tools and resources. So I'm going to show you, because I already have a lot of this stuff opened up. So here's your My Wiker, right? If you go down here, you see Wiker tools. When you click on that, it takes you to the Wiker tools page with all the different tiles in there. And then you want to go into the tools and resources tile. And once you go into the tools and resources tile, you're going to find so many great resources. Okay, so these are all the resources that are here available for you. Everybody should take the time to go through this. Okay. So buyer needs assessment, that was one of the resources that they talked about. The getting to know your brochures if you're going on a listing appointment, key of actions, point of sales, the market absorption rate tool. So here's a lot of great things. So I opened up the buyer's consultation PowerPoint presentation, right? Because if I'm going to be doing this on a Zoom call or on FaceTime or Skype, I want to make sure I have a PowerPoint presentation. So here's the that's not it. Let me see if I did not, I got rid of it somehow. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't. I got to move my little box here. So here's the buyer's consultation. Okay. So this is this is what comes up. Again, you can personalize it or customize it to your client, or listen, you can leave it the way it is. At least you're doing something more above and beyond anybody else. So it goes through getting started and what the expectations, set up the meeting ahead of time. What's your motivation for moving? You're asking different questions. While you're asking questions, there's two things you can do while you're going through this presentation. Let me get back to the buyer's needs assessment. So you're going to have this buyer's needs assessment in front of you. Do you want to either have your clients fill it out ahead of time? You could ask them to do that and then send it to you so you have a copy of it, right? And this way you have all of their information. Or during this consultation, you can have this available with you, and as you're going through the presentation, you're going to ask them questions and you're going to fill it in. Okay? So it gives you what their information is, and then what's the buyer's motivation. So why are you moving? Okay, your time frame. What locations are you considering and why? What is the most important to you in this move? So right here, it's going to give you some questions to ask, okay, while you're going through your presentation. So if I go back to my presentation, so what's your motivation for moving? And it gives them some, ideas of what it may be. And then tell me about your dream house. Okay, so you want to prioritize their needs with them. You want to define the requirements that they're looking for: location, house style, amenities, price range, other things. And again, all of these things are all these questions are part of the buyer's needs assessment. So it gives you something to, it gives you a place to write down all of their answers so you have it in one place for them. Okay. We'll review the following: interest rates, current inventory levels, buyers versus sellers market. So, ideally you should have Anthony either popping in on your call. You can invite him to the meeting as well. He can be part of that. And again, if you're going to have anybody as part of your call, you always want to set up those expectations ahead of time and say, I just want you to know my lender partner is going to come into the meeting at one point. I just want you to be aware, because a lot of my buyers usually have questions in regards to the mortgage process and interest rates and all those things. Since he's the expert on that portion, I want to make sure I'm giving you the correct information. So again, you're just going to set up those expectations so that there's no surprises while they were on the phone, right? I mean, on the call. And then this is where you might start bringing in, take advantage of low interest rates. Interest rates are near an all-time low. So this went up to 2019. They're at the same point now in 2000. Oh, we're in 2021, aren't we? So we have to get this one updated. So I will look into that. So you want to make sure again that we have an updated piece here. That's why you want to go through it ahead of time and make sure that people know. Look at these interest rates. I mean, it's amazing. We have never, ever seen interest rates this low. And that's why it's such a great time. And that's why we're seeing so many buyers out there. And that's why homes are going so fast. Are you waiting for the right buying opportunity, right? So when the home prices are higher, the rates are typically higher, right? And when home prices are lower, the rates are lower. So you want it, what's the perfect buying zone, right? You'll never have the perfect buying zone because there's always going to be a give and take. So right now we have average home prices, they're still rising. So it's better to get in now versus waiting. And interest rates are at historically low times. Here's how we predict the direction of home values. And this goes into the absorption rate indicator. Now there is a PDF that you can fill out, a fillable one on your tools and resources, okay, for specific towns and specific areas. You may pay more every month that you wait to buy, and this goes over the difference between purchasing now at a current interest rate. It actually just gives you it gives your clients a 1% rate differential. So just by saving 1% in a rate, how that changes their buying power drastically. See how fast homes sell when they're priced right, okay? And again, that's the kind of market we're in. I'll help you every step of the way. And this goes through what we call our Candyland chart and all this, the different pieces to the process, right? It's not about you just taking out, see a home, writing up a contract, and then they get to closing. There's so many steps in between that you really have to let them know and show your value of how you're going to help them get through and navigate all of these steps. Our virtual toolbox helps you start your journey home wherever you are. Again, in this day and age, virtual showings, virtual open houses, just that we are mindful of, making sure our clients are safe and sound while we're going through the process. I'll negotiate on your behalf. Again, a good thing for them to understand that you're going to be doing the negotiations, and so that you are an expert in that, and you're going to, obviously, if you're representing them as a buyer, you want to make sure that you're getting the home at the best price possible for them. And if you're a seller, you're getting the most money in their pocket. Whichever way you are, you're there to negotiate on their behalf. Get an advantage in a competitive bid. And this is where you would go over the escalation clause, okay? So that you're not just introducing it to them when they find the house they love, and now you need to get a multiple offer in within an hour because it's best and highest and best, right? And now you're trying to explain all this stuff to them. It's never a good time then. It's because they're emotional. This is the best time to explain all of the pieces of the transaction. I am your single point of contact. Now, this is really huge, right? Because this is where we find most most buyers are unloyal, right? And I think most buyers are unloyal because there's so many gray areas in real estate. They don't really understand the process. They don't understand that they should be working with one person because that's going to get them, that person's going to look out for their best interest more than if they're working for multiple agents at a time, right? So all these things are really, really huge, to go over with your clients. Making a pledge of service so that they know that you're going to commit to them through the whole steps of the way. that you can represent them in more than one way. This is where the CIS comes out, right? The explanation of how you represent them in the state of New Jersey. Get the information you need to navigate the financial road ahead. And this is when you would introduce them to Anthony, right? So this is when Anthony would be on the call and you'd say, you know what, Anthony's here. I told you he was going to stop in. Perfect timing. You know, do you have any questions for Anthony or the mortgage process? So, you know, have you ever ordered anything from Amazon? Are you an Amazon person? Right? Most people will say, yes, every minute of every day, I'm getting a package to my house through Amazon. Well, great. Then you understand that experience. Waker has put together the same experience, right, for their clients when they're purchasing a home, meaning we have everything all under one roof to support our buyers and sellers. So we have partnerships with everything that you need, all the ancillary services that are needed to get to the closing table. So I'm going to be your one-stop shop for all of those needs that you have. Okay, and I will introduce you to my partners when the time comes available. And then reviewing the properties and going home. So again, it's not something that you're going to be sitting there for hours and hours going through. And you can add and customize this, right? You can add to a PowerPoint presentation and make it your own. But for anyone just starting out, this is a great base to start with, a great foundation for you to start with, okay? Because you really want to make sure you're explaining the process to them. You want to make sure you're explaining to them that if they see a for sale by owner, to give you a call, that you can reach out to that person, okay? That you can still represent them in a for sale by owner situation. That if they see something on Zillow, that to call you, not to call the agent directly, to give you a call. These are all of the points that you want to make sure that you're setting aside with them, okay? So that was just a quick overview of our buyer's consultation. Again, that's already put together for you, that you don't have to do. You know, don't recreate the wheel. The wheel is already put in motion for you. Just make sure you're taking advantage of it. So that's where you find it in your tools and resources, along with all the other documents that, or resources, I should say, that you saw. So another piece I really want to show you, because I didn't even realize we had this, going through it, I thought this was great, is a buyer's consultation supporting materials. So here's a checklist. Again, this is in tools and resources, and it tells you all of the things that you need. You know, core materials for your buyer, your advisor's business cards, associate brochure, blank sales contract, buyer's needs assessment, customer journey collection. And that was that piece that we just saw that showed all of the different ways that we help them in the, or all under one roof services. Escalation clause, exclusive buyer's agency agreement, home protection plan flyer, pledge of service, RESPA, state agency disclosures, Waker brochure, with the guide to the process in the back. You know, that nice booklet we have in the back in the MRC room, and then in the back sleeve, it has the Candyland chart, and it has our pledge of service, your bio, and your business cards. And then if it's a first-time home buyer, advantages of home ownership flyer, rent versus buy American Dream flyer, and rent versus buy chart flyer. Okay. And again, these are all editable pieces that you can find in marketing resources and tools and resources in my Waker. And then local market information, the market statistics, MLS sheets with pending or under contract properties within the first 30 days of listing, and a market absorption supply demand grid. So you can use that, or you can use the one that I supply you every week from our office meeting. You know, again, don't make it complicated. You can go in there and you can copy that and put it into your buyer's consultation PowerPoint presentation, right? So you can take stuff from the meeting that apply and put it right in there. And again, don't have to recreate the wheel, don't have to take a lot of time out of your day. So this is a really nice piece, and this is new. I have not seen this before. And again, it just tells you what you should have to prepare for your buyer's consultation. So you don't have to think about, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? Here's a checklist made for you already. So let me get back to this. Okay. Let me put this up here. Okay, so what's different about the virtual buyer's consultation? The buyer's consultation is a PowerPoint format that you can share on your desktop. You can change the order of the pages in the presentation. Now have the ability to add customized material. To reorder the pages from the normal view, click on the slide that you want to move, drag and drop the slide where you want it to appear. Add to your My Wyker buyer. So this is something we spoke about last week and prepare for the new year. Everybody should have looked up their bio. Everybody should be looking up that bio on every public facing website that you are on and making sure it's consistent and making sure it's up to date. Add the key market statistics flyer found in the Wyker tools. Go to the Wyker tools and resources and download the key market statistics. Open your virtual buyer consultation and click in between the slides where you want this new slide to be added. Okay, so it's that easy. Any PowerPoint slides we have in our tools and resources, or anything that I provide to you each week that you think would be a good resource for your consultation, then you could just add it right into your buyer's consultation, save it, and you can use it over and over and over again. Right click and select paste under paste options and select keep source formatting. Oh, that's what I need to do from here on in. That's why mine always changes. Customize slide directly in presentation, and don't forget to save changes to the presentation. Go to the Wyker Tools My Bio. Click on Print to generate your bio. Preview your bio for correct formatting. Save it as a PDF to your desktop, and then you can add that, copy that to your consultation. Again, you want it to be customized. You want it to look like it's coming from you. And the great thing about everything we're talking about right now is that you do it once and then it's done. It's done for at least the next year. Open your virtual buyer's consultation, right-click between the slides you want to add a new slide and select new slide. And if it goes into the wrong place, you can just move them around easily by dragging them. So paste your bio on the new slide. You may need to adjust once it's pasted. Don't forget to save your changes to the presentation. And that's how you add your bio. So the dialogue to introduce Wyker's virtual toolbox to your buyers. Wyker developed this toolbox with a variety of options to allow us to service our clients from the safety of their homes, as well as from distant locations. From virtual showings and open houses to live neighborhood walkthroughs, it's as if you were experiencing these properties right along with me. So close. Which of these tools do you want to start with to help you narrow your search and start the process? So these are, again, nice dialogues for you to help you get through the buyer's consultation. Send properties of interest to your mortgage advisor to discuss with your buyer when they talk and provide real monthly payments. Email all disclosures and addendums to buyers via DocuSign or other e-signature system. Email your My Wyker website link for their continued home search. Add a search alert in My Wyker based on buyer's location and criteria. So your follow-up after your meeting. Hi, Pat, this is Missy from Wyker. I enjoyed meeting with you today. As promised, I just emailed you the disclosures we reviewed for your signature. Also, included is my website link. Please feel free to search for properties and don't forget to favorite listings of interest. Looking forward to working with you. So again, everything's already done for you. You just have to get the appointments to get this started. So today, reach out to all buyer leads that you haven't met with and offer a buyer virtual buyer's consultation. Close for an appointment to provide more assistance and guidance. And this week, customize your virtual buyer consultation using the process covered today for your next upcoming appointment. For additional resources, refer to the buyer consultation dialogue and tips guide found in the Wyker tools and resources. So I want to show you that as well. So again, if you are being proactive and you have set aside time to work on your dialogue, I'm trying to move this little box, but I can't. For goodness sake. Here we go. Okay. When you're in Wyker Tools, they also have put aside for you okay, I got rid of the box. buyer's consultation dialogue and tips. So it's a PDF, and it's a good way for you to practice each page of the buyer's consultation if you're looking for dialogue. So it goes through page by page of the buyer's consultation, what to say, nice dialogue, nice tips, and what the materials you should have again. So if you decide to come into the office, obviously these are already printed out and in the office and in the conference rooms ready for you. So you don't have to do anything unless you want to, again, have your own customized one. Then you can make one for yourself in a notebook and have that. And so what they did here was they made it so that if you had it in the flipped binder that we have here, you could have the cheat sheet, so to say, in the back. So when you pulled over the sleeve, you can see exactly what was on that front page, what they're looking at, and you have all your dialogue and all of your information there. So it makes it a little easier if you're sitting face to face with someone to sort of have this information right in front of them or right in front of you so that you can go through the dialogue. So it goes through each piece, each resource, what to do, what to say, and best practices. Okay, so does anyone have any questions going over that? Is anybody here using this currently?
Missy,
Yes.
do we have the consultation in Spanish by any chance?
That's a great question. I wish Deb was on because Deb Reagan has found any and all of our resources in Spanish, because we do have some resources in Spanish. Let me see right here if I could see. Trying to remember where I found the other resources.
Missy,
Yes.
I can get it for them.
Oh,
If you can't find it, I know of another marketing person, another office that's using them.
perfect. Perfect. Yeah. I know. I mean, I would think
I
in
don't
this day
think
and
they're
age.
on there. I don't think they're on there.
Yeah, no, they're not on here. They're not on this part anyway. I don't remember where Deb and I had found some Spanish speaking material in the past. But she's not on today, so unfortunately I can't ask for that question. But yes, we can. So Stephanie's saying yes, we can get that for you.
Thank you, Missy.
Yep. So remember, you need to be accountable for the activities you're doing each week to assure that you're doing what you need to do to be successful. So again, here are the activity and results page, okay, that you should be marking off on a weekly basis. Calls, appointments, listings secured, hosted open house, guests attending open house, leads captured on social media, door knocking properties, pieces of direct mail sent, prospecting marketing email sent, and other. Okay, these are your activities that are needed to be done on a weekly, daily basis in order to be successful in real estate. Okay, especially as a new agent. Once you've done this for a consistent amount of time, a year or two or more, you will start reaping the results. You'll have a consistent business and you will be getting phone calls and you will be getting referrals coming in. So that's what everyone's goal should be in the business. But obviously you have to start off with capturing these leads and generating these leads on your own. So that's what these trainings are about. These self-development sessions are to make sure that you're doing the right things and you have all the tools and everything that you need to be successful. Okay. So if no one has any other questions, then hopefully I will see you tomorrow on Mastermind at 11. And then at 1 o'clock tomorrow, we have a guest speaker we're going to host. He is really great. I have to tell you, he came into the office last year. He speaks about basement water and mold and things like that. And, this is good information for agents to have when you're working with buyers. You know what to look for and who to call, right? You want to have an expert. in that field to come out and take a look, because that's not something that you're an expert at. So Dave Gilgori, I have to tell you, he's probably 90, maybe more. That guy came to my office over a year ago asking if he can do a presentation. And I said, sure. He came in here with more enthusiasm than most people I know. It's just to see him alone is incredible. It's worth your time just to be on the presentation with Dave. But anyway, that's tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So mastermind tomorrow, we're going to talk a lot about buyers and what we need to do to ensure that, our buyers are loyal to us moving forward. And I'll see you guys tomorrow if you have no other questions for me.
Thank you, Missy.
Thanks, Nydia. Happy birthday, Tara.
Thank you.
Mm. I was calling you after
you,
this
Missy.
anyway. Ugh.
Oh, no need now. Happy birthday, yay.